Let's be frank for a moment. Can you even recall when you began taking D3, magnesium, or K2? I'm willing to bet you can't. Everyone advises you to take them. They're supposedly excellent for your health. But here's the crucial detail nobody ever mentions. Precisely when should you stop? Is it after 5 months, a year, 2 years, or are you meant to just keep taking them indefinitely? Today, we're going to delve into what the supplement industry likely prefers you don't know, the point at which these small pills transition from being beneficial allies to becoming a burden on your system. This video is dedicated to three supplements almost everyone over 50 is consuming: K2, magnesium, and D3. Most of us simply assume natural vitamins are harmless, take as much as you want, for as long as you want, without any issue. However, recent medical research presents a starkly different picture. It turns out that even the most natural compounds can cause harm if we lack the knowledge to use them correctly. I'm going to explain exactly when it's wise to pause and when it's best to continue. First, to grasp the core issue, we need to understand what supplement cycling entails. In practical terms, it means taking supplements in cycles, much like how you would work, then rest, then work again. You take them for a specific period, pause to allow your body to recover, and then recommence. Why complicate things? There are three primary reasons. Firstly, your body possesses remarkable adaptability. When you introduce the same substance every single day, it adjusts and eventually stops responding as effectively as it once did. Consider coffee. Initially, 1 cup keeps you alert all day, but over time, even 3 cups might leave you feeling drowsy. Secondly, certain supplements can interfere with your hormones, such as testosterone or melatonin. If you take them continuously, your body may forget how to produce these naturally. Thirdly, cycling helps in avoiding uncomfortable side effects. Some individuals experience diarrhea from magnesium, while others suffer constipation from D3. Taking a break allows your body to reset, which is actually quite beneficial. If you've been taking one of these three supplements for more than 3 months, please type number one in the comments to let me know. Now, let's begin with a vitamin that few people are familiar with, yet it holds incredible importance for your cardiovascular health: K2. K2 acts like a traffic officer within your body. Its primary role is to ensure calcium is directed to its proper destination, your bones and teeth, preventing it from straying into your arteries or kidneys. This is precisely why K2 and D3 are often referred to as a power couple. A deficiency in either one can lead to problems. What's particularly interesting is that despite K2 being fat soluble, much like D3, there's virtually no research indicating it causes toxicity, even with long term use. The underlying issue is that most of us are severely deficient in K2. This is because K2 is exceedingly rare in modern diets, unlike K1, which is abundant in leafy green vegetables. K2 is found only in a handful of specialized fermented foods. In Japan, researchers made a fascinating discovery. Individuals who regularly consume natto, fermented soybeans rich in K2, exhibit significantly less arterial calcification and much stronger bones compared to Westerners of the same age. This clearly illustrates just how vital K2 truly is. So, do you need to cycle K2? The good news is you don't. At daily doses ranging from 90 to 200 micrograms, it can be safely taken long term. However, if you are simultaneously taking a high dose of D3, you might consider pausing both at the same time to allow your body to rebalance. An important note for anyone taking blood thinners like warfarin or Coumadin: K2 can diminish their effectiveness, so you will need to meticulously monitor your INR levels in consultation with your doctor. K2 is safe, but there's another mineral that half of us are deficient in, and surprisingly, you shouldn't stop taking it: magnesium. Magnesium participates in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, ranging from energy creation and muscle contractions to nerve transmission, aiding in sound sleep and stabilizing blood sugar. Without magnesium, your body is akin to a car attempting to run without oil. It might still operate, but sooner or later, it's bound to break down. What's truly concerning is that up to 50% of individuals over 50 are magnesium deficient. Why such a high number? Our soil is now depleted of nutrients, foods are extensively processed, and consuming too many carbohydrates causes your body to excrete magnesium even faster. The consequences are tangible. You can't sleep, leg cramps awaken you at night, your heart races, and you experience anxiety without any apparent cause. For individuals with healthy kidneys, magnesium is exceptionally safe for daily consumption. Research published in the journal Magnesium Research in 2013 confirms that forms such as glycinate, citrate, and malate are all well absorbed and gentle on the stomach. Glycinate, in particular, causes the least amount of diarrhea, unlike cheaper oxide forms. A study in Nutrients from 2020 further corroborates that for people with normal kidney function, daily magnesium poses no toxicity risk. However, if you have kidney issues, especially advanced kidney failure, extreme caution is necessary because your kidneys are unable to eliminate excess magnesium. So, why shouldn't you cycle magnesium? The rationale is straightforward. Firstly, unlike fat soluble vitamins such as D3, magnesium is water soluble. Any excess is simply flushed out through your urine daily. Secondly, since most of us are severely deficient in magnesium from our regular diet, discontinuing supplementation only exacerbates the problem. Many individuals have learned this lesson the hard way. Just 3 days after stopping magnesium, they find themselves tossing and turning, unable to sleep as before. After a week, cramps and debilitating fatigue begin to creep back. And when they've ceased supplementation for 2 weeks, episodes of anxiety and racing heartbeats make them realize their body genuinely requires magnesium to function normally. Instead of cycling, it's better to adjust your dosage according to your personal needs. If you consume ample dark leafy greens, avocados, nuts, and limit carbohydrates, 200 milligrams daily might be sufficient. However, for most people, 300 to 400 milligram daily is necessary, particularly when experiencing stress, engaging in heavy exercise, or struggling with sleep issues. Magnesium and K2 are relatively uncomplicated, but vitamin D3 presents a completely different scenario. If you're still watching at this point, comment number 2 to let me know this information is helpful. Honestly, every comment from you serves as a huge motivation for me to continue sharing. Now, let's explore the truth about D3, the vitamin that many people are unknowingly overdosing on without even realizing it. Vitamin D3 isn't just an ordinary vitamin, it functions more like a hormone within your body, influencing thousands of genes and biological processes. These range from regulating your immune system, maintaining robust bones, supporting cardiovascular function, to balancing mood. Research even suggests D3 can help reduce the risk of certain cancers. But here's a fact most people don't know: D3 is fat soluble, meaning it gets stored in your fat tissue and liver. Unlike vitamin C, which is flushed out through urine daily, D3 can remain in your body for weeks, even months. This means you don't necessarily need to take it every day, especially if your vitamin D blood levels are already optimal or if you regularly get sun exposure. A significant study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition made a remarkable discovery. Vitamin D levels can remain elevated for many weeks after discontinuing supplementation, particularly in individuals who have been taking it continuously for extended periods. Another study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism confirmed that D3 persists in the body for a very long time, taking weeks or even months for your body to eliminate half of the stored vitamin D. This is precisely why cycling D3 can be a smart strategy, especially if you're taking high doses like 5,000 IU or more daily, or if you're fortunate enough to live somewhere sunny and regularly expose your skin to sunlight for 15 to 30 minutes at midday. So, when should you cycle and how? If blood tests consistently show your 25 hydroxy vitamin D level above 50 nanograms per milliliter, it's time to make an adjustment. You can pause supplementation for 2 to 4 weeks, particularly when your levels are significantly higher than optimal, or switch to a lower maintenance dose of around 1,000 to 2,000 IU instead of 5,000 IU. Another effective approach is taking it every other day. Research conducted by Dr. Reinhold Vieth in 2001 demonstrated that this method still maintains healthy vitamin D levels without requiring daily dosing. What's crucial to remember is that everyone's vitamin D needs vary dramatically. Individuals with darker skin require more than those with fair skin. People residing at high latitudes with less sunlight need more than those in tropical regions. Winter necessitates higher doses than summer, and older adults absorb D3 less efficiently than younger individuals. So, how do you know your body is signaling distress? There are 5 warning signs that most people tend to overlook. You might be thinking right now, I feel fine. Why not just keep taking it? I completely understand that line of thought because when everything seems okay, why initiate change, right? But this very perspective is precisely what makes supplement overload so dangerous. It doesn't strike like a sudden tidal wave, but rather creeps in slowly through subtle indicators, similar to fatigue associated with aging or life stress, making you miss that the true cause is actually those pills you consume every day. The first frequently overlooked sign is an odd sense of fatigue. You take vitamins specifically for energy, yet somehow the more you take, the more sluggish you feel. It's easy to dismiss this by thinking, well, I've been working hard, or it's just age catching up. But no, your liver might be struggling from processing too many supplements on a daily basis. Then your stomach begins to rebel, but you assume it's something you ate. You experience uncomfortable bloating, nausea, sometimes diarrhea, sometimes constipation. Did you know that magnesium oxide is notorious for causing diarrhea, while excessive D3 can actually lead to constipation? Your body is attempting to communicate something, but you're not perceiving it. The next contradiction concerns sleep. You purchased magnesium specifically to improve sleep, yet here you are tossing and turning until 3 in the morning. Perhaps you took it at the wrong time. Magnesium citrate in the morning can actually keep you wide awake. Or even worse, your D3 levels have become so elevated that they're disrupting your natural circadian rhythm. When your heart starts beating erratically, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes feeling as though it wants to leap out of your chest, that's your body screaming for attention. Don't assume it's merely stress. Perhaps your magnesium and potassium levels are out of balance, or D3 has pushed your blood calcium too high, or it's interacting negatively with heart medication you're currently taking. And the final sign, subtle yet most important, is that difficult to describe feeling that something's just off. You feel more anxious despite taking magnesium. Your joints ache even with D3 supplementation. You're exhausted despite a cabinet full of vitamins. Your body possesses its own innate wisdom. When it sounds the alarm, listen. Try stopping everything for a week or two and observe what happens. You might be genuinely surprised by the difference. So there we have our answer. K2 is safe for long-term use. Magnesium should not be discontinued, and D3 requires careful monitoring and adjustment. However, the most paramount thing remains listening attentively to your own body. Now, I want to hear from you. Which supplement have you been taking for the longest duration? Have you experienced any of the signs I just mentioned? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember that supplements are akin to spices in cooking. Just enough is wonderful, but too much can ruin the dish. Everyone needs their own unique recipe. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss important health videos we share daily. And most importantly, in the description below, we've curated a list of extremely crucial videos about how to use vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium safely and most effectively. Watch them now for a comprehensive understanding of proper supplementation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.